Can lettuce water help you sleep? According to the latest viral health hack making the rounds on TikTok, a steaming hot cup of lettuce water before bedtime is the key to falling asleep fast. What does the science say about lettuce water for sleep? Unlike many other TikTok trends, there is actually some science behind lettuce as a sleep aid. A study published in May 2017 in the journal Food Science Biotechnology has been heavily cited in the support of lettuce water to improve sleep. The studies specifically found that some varieties of lettuce extract, specifically red romaine, induced an increase in the sleep duration of mice at low and high doses. Michael Bruce, PhD, a clinical psychologist and the author of multiple books about sleep, including The Power of When, points out that the study does little to support the hypothesis that lettuce water works as a sleep aid for a variety of reasons. For one, he notes that lettuce extract isn't what put the mice to sleep to begin with. It helped them sleep longer. These mice were drugged when given the lettuce, he says, pointing out that the mice were injected with a dose of pentobarbital, a sedative, to put the animal to sleep soon after the extract was orally administered. Furthermore, the study wasn't set up to determine if the lettuce extract actually lessened the time it took the mice to fall asleep. It was designed to compare the sleep-inducing effects of green and red leaf lettuces. All the mice in the study were separated from one another, and the researchers measured how long it took for each mouse to fall asleep and how long each mouse slept. But any mice that didn't sleep within 15 minutes of the injection were excluded from the final analysis. The researchers then compared sleep latency and sleep duration among mice given the various types of lettuce, but they didn't compare sleep latency and sleep duration to mice who hadn't been given any lettuce extract. So, there's no way to know from these data if it was the sedative or the lettuce that contributed to the mice's sleep, or if their sleep was quicker to come or longer than if they hadn't been given any drugs or lettuce extract. Also noteworthy, the researchers in the aforementioned study used romaine extract, which is a much more highly concentrated amount of the compounds in lettuce that supposedly make you sleepy than you would get by boiling lettuce leaves in water. It is not clear how much of the actual active compound you would get from boiling lettuce and drinking the water, as suggested in the video, she says. Additionally, the majority of the TikTokers used iceberg lettuce for their experience, and not all lettuces are created equally when it comes to their sleep-inducing benefits, says Dr. St. Ong. Jackie Newgent, RDN, a New York City-based dietitian and the author of the Clean Simple Diabetes Cookbook, says that hypothetically, lettuce could be a sleep booster thanks to lactucin, a bitter plant compound, and antioxidant polyphenols. But lettuce water made with just a couple of lettuce leaves likely isn't going to make much of a difference in terms of sleep. So, are there any health risks if I try the lettuce water trend? Ultimately, drinking lettuce water is harmless, Newgent says. But if you're doing it to help you sleep, pay attention to quantity. It's a liquid. Drinking too much liquid right before bedtime can actually cause disrupted sleep, since you may need to make a bathroom trip or two in the middle of the night, Nugent says. Also, be sure you're washing your lettuce before making a hot drink out of it, just as you should be thoroughly washing lettuce before you eat it in a salad. The bottom line, should I try it? Dr. Bruce says he suspects the reason people in the viral videos claim to be sleepy after drinking lettuce water is the placebo effect, meaning many of the people who are sharing about their lettuce water-induced sleepiness are swayed by their belief that it works. They want it to work, and therefore they believe it does work. While the trend won't hurt you if you try it, there are better and more effective natural options for inducing sleep than drinking lettuce water made with just a couple of lettuce leaves. I would much prefer to see people eat lettuce than drink its boiled water, says Dr. Sainong. Whole lettuce leaves provide vitamins and minerals that may not be available from the water. Snacking on a handful of tart cherries or sipping some tart cherry juice may be a more effective food-focused alternative for a restful night of sleep than drinking that mugful of lettuce water. A study published in the American Journal of Therapeutics in March through April of 2018 found that tart cherries contain melatonin and are associated with boosting sleep efficiency and duration.